Okay, hi darlings, and welcome to the show. Today, unfortunately, for reasons best left unsaid, TGV is unable to join us, so I will be taking over the channel.
Come on, come on, please let me go. You go. Hello? Hello?
Ha 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 ha!
Hugo, come on now, this is not funny anymore.
Now, what does he normally do? Oh yes, wristwatch check. Oh blast! I've forgotten to put on my beta watch. I have a lovely little thing from Elange Zone, so you'll just have to visualize it, okay?
Bloody dinosaurs!
That blasted TGV has escaped. Terribly sorry, my lovies, but I'm gonna have to cut this video short. Now, don't forget to smash that like button, and, well, yes, that's about it, really. Okay, toodlepip. Okay, hi guys, and welcome to the show. Today, another unboxing. I know I vowed not to not to buy any watches, but I kind of gave the game away in the last watch collection talk video with my good friend Mark. Shout out to Mark, where I admitted to buying 3 Seikos. Now, one of them is still being made. It's a very, very special bespoke project, which hopefully will arrive next month. That is because some of the parts are being custom made. It's very, very exciting. The second one, I haven't had time to shoot, but basically is replacing a watch I already own. And today, this particular one is, I guess you could just say I was intrigued by the design. I just kind of had to experience it. I don't really know if I'm going to keep it or not, but I just thought, yeah, have some fun, why not? Now, I'll do a quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing the Pepsi, haven't worn it for donkey's years. It was my most worn watch of 2017, possibly 18, because of the GMT. That's when I was working more out and about, and I could see what time it is, the other side of the pond, etc., because obviously I've got family in the UK and in Italy. But this year, my watch habits have completely changed, and it's actually kind of related to today's watch unboxing, because I found myself really lusting after day dates. Last year it was predominantly chronographs, I would say, and field watches like the Explorer, but this year, with the way things are going, I'm working, 100% of my time. I'm working at home. I forget what day of the week it is. So the day-date complication has actually become very practical. I didn't want to get something overly expensive like my gold Rolex day-date because obviously it's very expensive, and I don't want to, the gold is soft. So I found the watch we're looking at today. Oh, and by the way, I should also address, I've got a few really cool little EDC updates. Actually, you know what? Let's get into the EDC stuff now, and then we'll do the unboxing. So the first thing I'm upgrading is I usually have a pendant with the Aztec calendar on it, a gold pendant. Now, I am a big fan, as you guys know, of Marcus Aurelius. This is my favorite book of all time. I've talked about it. I've rabbited on about this book. It really has, and I hate to be corny, but it has changed my life in a very positive way, and I love rereading it. So I wanted to get something to commemorate that, and I've been scouring the internet for a denarius coin from ancient Rome, an actual real ancient Roman coin from the rule of Marcus Aurelius, which was AD 161 to 180. And I wanted it from, if possible, the British Isles, because of course the Romans went there. So I managed finally to source one. What I'm going to do, I've commissioned a special mount pendant to have it as a medallion on my chain, because obviously, it being from the UK, my mixed heritage being British and Italian, and my favorite author of all time, and this was written actually on it during his campaigns, not of the UK, because that was the previous emperor. I'll do an EDC update of that. Now, the second thing I've added to my EDC is a drinking flask. This is a gold-plated, it's pretty cool. Actually, I've bought two of these. This is the second one, and it's just got Society of Smugglers written on it. It's 14 karat gold plated because, of course, I'm not really visiting bars or anything like that anymore because of the current situation. So if you need a little bit of a schnifter, here you go. This has got a capacity of 6 ounces. Actually, I'll probably keep it in my coat, overcoat or something else like that, just so if you're caught out in the cold, you need to get snozzled a little bit to warm up. There you go. Now, the third item I'm adding to my EDC is this from Carl Friedrich, and it's a very affordable little key organizer, and it holds up to 6 keys. It's just very simple. You got the Vaqueta leather that they're famous for, their wallets, and of course you guys know I'm a huge fan. I have their bags, so I got it in the matching colors. I think you can get it in black, I think a brown leather as well. Beautifully made, as always, from them. You can really tell that Mattis, a shout out to Mattis, the co-founder, that he's a watch fan, because there's little inspirations in the design, like the brass screw there. And then, of course, you've got the wonderful vegetable tanned leather, handmade in Italy, that's going to age gracefully. And you just fold them out like this. And instead of having, where's my other keys? There you go. Instead of having this very uncomfortable lump of metals making noise in your pocket, you know, jabbing into you, very uncomfortable. This is so much better. Simple, but absolute genius. And I love it. And I love it. It's going to age gracefully like my wallet. I mean, look at the character that my wallet has picked up over the years. I love Carl Friedrich stuff. Also protects the keys from scratches, and not only that, it protects other things that you might need to have in your pocket from the keys. As an extra bit of detail, on the inside there's a website and you can register your keys, so if this ever gets lost, people can go to the website. Hopefully, if they're nice enough, it will get returned to you. So very, very cool indeed. Cracking little addition to any EDC, so I'm very chuffed to bits with that. And then last of all, of course, there's the 5KX here. So without further ado, let's change perspectives and take it to the Lightbox. And as it is a Japanese brand, I thought I'd honor it with my Japanese made. This is the civilian version of the famous Hannibal Lecter knife with the serrated edge. He has one with the fish scale handle, so this is the full steel. It's a very special type of steel. There you go, made in Japan, because they are masters of metalwork in this particular grade of steel. I forget what was special about it, but I think they use it primarily for cutlery. I'll make the first incision. There we go. There we go. There it is. We see the blue manual on top. I was actually considering buying the Wolf of Wall Street Tag Heuer 1000, but unfortunately, we got more bubble. Unfortunately, they are getting really difficult to find versions that the gold plating hasn't worn off. I've just got this insatiable appetite for gold tone watches, as you see, perfectly demonstrated with my little. This was also from Japan, the Omega there. I think it's because I like to match it with my signet ring and my jewellery, I guess. There's the box itself. So this is the first Seiko 5 of the new generation I've purchased. And I think it's a new box as well. Crisp, nice new box. There we go. Right, here's the moment of truth. Drum roll, please. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at that. Ah, that is gorgeous. That's a really nice tone of gold as well. I was concerned it was going to be too yellowish and therefore cheap looking, but look at that bezel. Oh, and to fit, it's absolutely resplendent looking. I mean, Look at the finish. It's like looks like pebble dashing, you know. It's going already. It's a very kind of SKX feel to it. I think it's SKX size. Hold on a minute. Let me get the SKX. Here we go. So that is the SKX. It's almost identical. So I'm guessing they just took the old cases, you know, the machine parts and stamps and all the rest of it, and they're just basically putting out. That's interesting. I could probably put it on this crafter blue for a more sporty look. Oh, that is fantastic! Look at that. It's interesting. We don't have an arrow for the bezel, but the alignment really is done on the in-between numbers. It's got this strange Gothic style of font, which, and I say strange, I mean, I love the Gothic style. It's very much associated with Grand Seiko, but you use these in-between numbers to line it up, which is kind of unusual. It's a little bit Yachtmasterish, but without, you know, with rather these very kind of medieval looking Gothic, which I usually associate with Germany, you know, or Grand Seiko, like I said. But let's remove all this plastic wrapping. Beautiful champagne dial, absolutely ravishing. I mean, it really is gorgeous looking. Yeah, I'm really happy about the. Sorry, I say really. I'm extremely pleased with the finishing. I am slightly dubious, or not dubious. That's not the right word. Concerned about the gold plating, because recently, compared to older Seikos, gold plating is not very good. It's got drilled lug holes. That's interesting. The SKX didn't. They've put plastic on this particular link here, because obviously this is where it rubs, and so it doesn't rub off when you get it. They've done that on both sides. Nice little detail, because you see on gold-plated bracelets, this is the connection point that has the most friction. Tends to lose its plating first. Ah, okay. No screw down crown. That is a shame, but I knew that. It is hackable though, which is fantastic. Oh, and we got manual wind. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. What is the water resistance on this? That's okay, actually. I don't mind that. It's you know, it's a sports watch. I'm not going to go diving with it. I believe. What is this? The water resistance. Is that 10 bar? Does it say 10 bar? Yes, it is 10 bar. There we go. 100 meters. That's more than adequate for my needs. You know, I wanted something that I could wear on a weekend, maybe go jogging. I can even use it for timing the cardio there. So that level, that degree of water resistance is perfectly fine for me. It's very magnificent, I have to say. I wonder how it's going to weigh. Let's just quickly pop it on. That's not bad. I mean, it's an SKX 007 essentially in scale and height and all the rest of it. So, and of course you got a double push button deployment there. That's pretty cool. Oh, I like how they've got brushed. The finishing is very impressive. So brushed and then high polish on the sides. That's great. It's very uniform, very well done. Look at that curve there. Look at the transition there from directional circular brushing and then high polish. It's seamless. It's very impressive. Yeah, fun. A bit gaudy, but I wanted something fun. I'm not really looking to spend, 10-20 grand on a solid gold sports watch right now. So this for me is gonna scratch that itch, and it's fun. It's about having fun. Oh, and of course we've got the new SKX logo. Sorry, not SKX. I keep saying SKX. The new 5KX or Seiko 5 logo, which I actually like. I know some don't, but I think it's very cool. The way it suggests motion and vaguely Superman-esque. So yeah, very pleased so far with that. Right, I'm going to size this. Or should I put it on a... I just realised that's not going to match, but I don't know. Maybe a leather strap, something a bit crazy. Anyway, I'm going to size it and see what it's like. Right, let's take it back to the studio. Now, I've discussed the history of Seiko before, so this today is more of an initial impressions and unboxing type video. I'm not going to go into the whole history of the Seiko 5 line, or Seiko for that matter. I've done that previous time, so have a look back if you haven't already seen those videos. Now, you'll notice I've taken it off the bracelet, and I'll explain why in just a moment. But first, let me just discuss, I've noted down a few of the good points. First of all, it's fun. I love the day date. Obviously, I mentioned that at the beginning. The bezel really intrigued me. And the way the numerals are raised and contrasted in comparison to that beautiful grainy texture. I also love the sunburst effect of the dial. The illumination is outstanding. You've got LumiBright. I'll put all the specifications on the screen so you can see. I think the older Seiko 5 logo looked a bit too like some kind of sports baseball team logo or something like that. This is a little bit more exciting, modern. The gold tone is just right. I've got to say that. It's immaculately done. They know what they're doing when it comes to this particular case. Of course, they've had years and years, decades of experience with the, I was about to say 5KX, with the SKX. And talking in SKX, you do get that SKX feel because of the size and scale, so that makes sense. I love the addition of having it being able to hack and manual wind. And yes, it's not screw down, but, and I know you're not supposed to do this, it's a big faux pas because you might damage the crown and bend the stem, but you can actually wind it on the wrist and just top it up so you don't have to unscrew it, and being able to do that is kind of handy. I do like that. So it's a very rock solid watch, and I love the fact they've bothered to put drilled lug holes. And the display back, yeah, okay, it's not anything to write home about. It's a very utilitarian looking movement, but it is part of horological history. You can see one of the pores of the magic lever system there. So you get to enjoy a little bit of Seiko's own innovation. If you're just getting into watches or you're a watch enthusiast, it's nice to see. So let's talk about the negatives. Well, I really didn't like the bracelet. The problem is that I'm in one of those sizes of wrists. I'm about 6 1/4 to 6 1/2, somewhere in between. It depends how much pasta I've ate. I couldn't get the comfortable size. I took out a link, then it was too tight. Put in a link, it was too loose. Tried the micro adjustments, it just didn't fit. And then of course the bracelet is very thick and heavy, it only tapers a tiny bit. The construction, for lack of a better expression, is pure effluence. It really is. The pins in the links that hold it together, some you couldn't get out at all, others just seemed to come out on their own volition, which was even more disturbing. So the bracelet was rubbish. However, I think its strap code do a full gold jubilee. I'm kind of tempted to do that, although it is a bit too much gold for me. But what am I saying? I have a Rolex day date, but yeah, I might go for it. The other problem with that, it's $100 and something odd, so I'm not quite sure I want to spend that much on a bracelet just yet. So what I did, I actually got this rubber strap off an SKX I have, like what I consider a stock SKX, and I bought a cheaper gold tone buckle, and I just popped it on, and there we go. And it looks very sporty. Having said that, even though the bracelet was rubbish with hollow end links and everything, the clasp was fairly good. Many will complain of the screw down crown, but as I said, it wasn't really an issue for me. My only complaint is the bezel. It performs impeccably well, just like an SKX bezel really. 120 click, I think, yeah. The issue is this 60-minute marker at the 12. I would have liked a triangle just to be able to read it a bit quicker, because sometimes it kind of blurs into the rest of it, and the Gothic script is not the most efficient in legibility. However, that in tandem with the day date, the hacking seconds, all the rest of it, it's just a really great everyday fun watch. And you know what? The 100-meter water resistance is more than enough for me. So a cool watch, rock solid, does exactly what it says on the tin, and I'm going to enjoy it, have some fun with it. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it there. Do let me know which of the Seiko 5KXs you're really pining after. What do you think about them? What would you like to see Seiko do? I know I wouldn't mind seeing a replacement for the 013, a 38mm version, because obviously this is a tad big for me, but that would be great to utilize that size case in the modern 5KX family. I think that would be outstanding. Thoughts, queries, comments, opinions, all the rest of it down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video, it really does help, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, ciao.